All right, my people. You know, I used to tell you people about our Igbo brothers that they have deceived, that you are not Igbo, most especially the people that they put in Enugu, in Edo State. Some at times I tell you it is the reason why they divided you in too many states is to occupy and take over your land. They will consistently annihilate you and like play, they will wash you away from those territories and your own land becomes another person's own. But most of the times, when we tell your people this, they will tell you, oh, they are lying to you, oh, this and that. It is becoming the reality. It is becoming the reality. Look at our people in Edo State, the Igbo people, the Igbanke people, the Igbo Akere, which they now turn to Igbanke people, which they told for a very long time that you are not Igbo. This long age of lies, most of them myopically bought it. Oh, Igbos are dominant. Igbos are dominant. Igbos want to occupy our land. And I have told some of our people, why do you want to value going out of your brothers to proclaim other people, other entities as your own brothers? He who hates your brother will never love you. The reason why they lure you out is to shrink you, to destroy your culture and destroy your thinking faculty and to snatch away your land. You become anu elu eru ugaka, anu elu eru ugaka. But when you say all these things, some people will come and tell you, oh, you are not knowing the reality. Oh, you are biased. Oh, you are this. But those things that I have forever told my people are the reality. What is happening now? I'm asking most of you, what is happening? Can you understand now that the things that I have told you ab initio are the truths? I have no reason to lie to you. No reason or whatsoever to lie to you, to make you understand, to deceive you. No reason. All the things that I have for long told you are the things that are happening now. Can you then see? This Anioma, I am not for this Anioma state or whatever, but he revealed a lot of things. This Anioma state by Ned Nwoko revealed a lot of things. Now, the people in Edo State, the Igbo Akere people that have now been part of Edo State before, said we want to go and join our brothers, in our Igbo brothers in Anioma. They said, oh no, you are not going anywhere. If you go to Edo State now, they are doing protests that they want to carve their land into Anioma. Now, who are the people doing the protest that they want to carve their land into Anioma? It is the Ile Ibinu people. No longer the people that they deceived to will come. Oh, Igbos are not your brother. Come, we are your brothers. No longer the Igbanke people. Why are they not allowing Igbo Akere people to have a say? That is one of the things. The reality remains that they want to snag their land. Now, they are no longer allowing the Igbo Akere, whom they deceived, to join them, telling them, oh, you are now part of us. They are no longer allowing them. They are now protesting against the Igbanke people that wants to join Anioma. Do you see the lies which you have been told for a very long time? You have been deceived that you are not Igbo because they want to snatch your land. Now, another thing that they are telling the Igbo Akere people, oh, even though you have claimed that you are Igbo, the land that you are sitting is now our land. But this have been the land the Igbo Akere people were before they went there and deceived them. Oh, you are Bini, please accept Bini. Igbos are dominant. Igbos are dominant. And you bought those lies. Just the same lies they are selling to everyone. They are even selling it international. They have gone, this their propaganda against the Igbos have gone international. They are now telling any country that Igbos are this, Igbos are that. But the people, unaliving people in Nigeria are the Fulani. The people doing things to people in Nigeria are the Fulani. Why are they lying to the people that the Igbos are this, Igbos are that? Long age lies, which you people have bought hook, line, and sinker, is the main problem. And those who have bought those lies, ab initio, can no longer trace their back to the reality. Most of them are ashamed to associate themselves with the reality. Now, the problem is Igbo Akere people wants to live. But the Ile people, the same people who told them lies that Igbos are dominant, that Igbos are claiming their territory, those same people are now the ones saying, oh, you can't go there, your land is our land, though. Now you can go, leave the land. If you want to join Igbos, leave the land belongs to Benin. But these are the same people that they went to that land to lie to. So who is dominant? Who is looking for your land? And these are part of the things that they have used the Asari Dokubo them to spread all those lies. Oh, you are not Igbo, you are not Igbo. Whereas Asari Dokubo is Ediabale. Those of them are Igbos. They have went as far as telling the people in old Imo State before. What are they calling them? Our brother, Ikwere people. That, oh, you are not Igbo, your ancestors come from Benin. Just look at how far they want to stretch their occupation of the land of the people. And most of you bought it hook, line, and sinker. Today, the Igbo Akere, I want to leave you with the video of Igbo Akere guy who responded to the occupational forces, the Benin, the Yoruba, or the Oduduwa descendants who now occupy the land of the children of the rising sun. That land belongs to Igbanke people. The entirety of that land, called Benin land, belongs to Igbanke people. They are the rightful owner of the land. That's the truth. That's the truth, because no matter how long you have denied the truth, doesn't show that the truth have now become a lie. But we will consistently prove that truth is truth. The pure truth is that the land of the children of the rising sun belongs to the children of the rising sun. So let us just know, till I come your way next time, just know one thing. These very people can no longer, ever deceive and occupy our land in peace anymore. From me, from here, I want to leave you with the video of the Igbanke people who responded then Deputy Jesus, who is doing wonderfully well in Igbo unification. Then I leave you to where they were attending the radio show. Bye for now, please.
As you can see, Benin stupid people, they are doing protests like non-entity. As you can see identity crisis. We the Igbo, the Igbanke people, they see that Igbanke is with Anyoma. Anyoma is done and dusted. Now they start protesting. Like if you can see, look at them, they are riffraff cultists. Igbanke people are genuine people. They are real indigenous people of Igbanke. That is why Ndi Igbo, Elega Gwande Igbo le who support this struggle. I call Ohaneze now. I call Igbo Elders Council. I call everybody to join women in Igbanke to fight this cause. Because Benin people were trying to destroy Igbanke. Identity crisis, we don't speak the same language. We want to join our brothers and sisters. Echona join in Kenya anyoma. Then le chada swali hu wela akwa ndi dula akwa. Nlagwa kwonde Igbanke le cha ebo olerele iri obodo ebo iri ụlọ onye nwekwo mgbọ gba ya gbamangbe ni ogun suele onye ole yabuko mkpukpo n'ogun ndị Igbankele ndị du oge niyo because anyoma gị pakwo na ebu n'uwe Igbanke cha anyoma emewe boundary adjustment emegbu ewele n'Igbanke abakọ na anyoma ore buru kokwo ndị du many onye Igbanke rikwu du ile Benin because of nil arụ business idu ya ka gị chọ na ire enyi Igbanke ore buru kokwo jilo loy because very soon eke dekwa mefonu lecha nla ọrụ arụ ekpo ewa hu ọnụ kon le ga ọrụ ekpo eke dekwa mefonu lecha ebuechi hu yi mmori Igbanke achụ mọnụ ile because ndị lere Igbanke mmori Igbanke ka achụ ọnụ because anyoma nkenyi ori na anyoma mma ori na Igbanke mma ori na Igbanke mma ori na anyoma mma anyoma is a go oriele don and dusted ndị du wa kun ewa yo nla kun ọnụ ka kun ọnụ akun abammo because Igbanke o anyoma alisi ke Igbanke o Igbanke kugba malu hu ekwele so ọnụ kuko mo ogbo ofufe ya gile ekwe ọnụ hu anwa we wasu ale we mmenkere asuzu ale mmenwa uwe si ndị du tapriti ihe nleku mmenwa nuku ihe weleku ya ngila agwa we si eyin uwe asakari uzohu we send this video to federal government whether hu an ndị du lasu du ndị Igbanke lasu ndị Igbanke ahịrị onye obuluku ahịrị onye ogwashi ya la tapriti em n'ọnụ ke ihe nku we si ndị shala tapriti ihe nku anụkọ ihe nku ndị auchila tapriti ihe nku anụkọ ihe nku ke ngi uhu ele ndị du ewu ndị ka Igbo ke asụ ele nwezini we are Igbo people when the difference na ya he we like in weapon wedeki weke kwama enya ka hu eyan an okun ka dun idu ahun okun dun bo wegi kingdom wegi destroy okun ka do again. Thank you viewers, God bless you.
Ndị be anyị asị na ọgụ elu gebe wazom ugbolo. Hey, you see what my brother is saying? He said, can he do people? Can they Bini? Can they interpret what he's saying? He speak our language. Let me tell you in English. Everything that he said in our language, you where they claim say, now you get that land, say now they be pure Bini, they be pure Bini, they be pure Bini. Can you interpret what he's saying? He said Ishan cannot interpret it. Talk less of Benin. But everything he said, all the people that are going to watch this video that are from the southeast, from Eka, Agbo, down to Asaba, down to Kwele, down to Obiaruku, including those where they deny their identity, you know, Ogba, Eche, and Ekpeye, and Ikwere, all of them will understand what he's saying. When we say that Igbo is a dialectical, it's dialectical. This guy is trying to respond to the protest the Benin guys were doing, saying Igbanke is Benin. They want to carve. They don't you see that why the Igbos are fighting for the people, you are fighting just for the land because you know that the people are not your people. That's why you are twisting the story that they don't own the land. They are migrants. The other one was saying where 5 people there, the visitors can overcome them. I thought people say now your king, now your runaway kings, they find those villages. Say now your kings, they expand those places. Now it's people that migrated, dominated 5 people that came there. Your kings run away and abandon their language, abandon their culture, abandon everything that concerns them, and start speaking the people you call slave. Because every time Igbo people meet slave, why is your people speaking the slave language, practicing the slave culture? Your kings find a village, then the slave culture, slave language. You own the land and a slave now occupy everywhere. You know the shame? You know the shame saying in the 21st century, adult line no fit you. But I don't blame Una. I still blame the Benin ambassadors among us. The late Benin ambassadors. Those who self-hate has consumed. Who see themselves and hate themselves. Even no wonder na Obume. Obume. Winch. Where they kill himself, think he's killing other. He wake up in the morning, the winch will scratch himself, will give himself injury and start crying. You don't kill me, or they come and say, now this woman, but he's giving himself self-inflicted injuries. It's called self-hate. That's what you are doing to yourself. You are doing to yourself. This people are doing, thinking you are doing it to Igbo. By the time you will look for the state and you don't have it, let's assume that the state is not graded. because you don't want it to be zoned to Southeast, you don't want it to be called Sansa, you don't want to be called an Igbo person. They now decide to leave. Time will come, you look for it, you will cry. Because this same thing you are doing now, people have done in the past, and that is why the Igbos of the Midwest did not return back to Eastern Nigeria. Because you think what you are doing now is new. It's not new. You are not the first person. We are being marginalized. Look at how Delta North is being. No electricity, no good road, no security. Fulani is coming there to keep people in those lands. Your mothers are not going to farm. Because you don't have a good system, you don't have a good government. You can't even unite among yourself. You can't even unite among yourself. You see, these are the problem we have. Your forefather has done it in the past. Look at that newspaper. 3 states were demanded. Today, 1 state is demanded. I've told you that there is no way the government will get a state and Yoma and leave it in South. It's impossible. Why? Because there's no need to create a state in the South. There are 6 political zones, 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Only one has a problem, and the government wants to solve that problem, which is Southeast. That everybody has 6. They want to give them 1. But you, myopically, think they want to create a state. There's no way. There's nothing that will make them create a state and leave it in South. If Anyoma is created, it will be in Southeast. But you saying they don't want Anyoma to be created because you don't want it to be called South. One day you will regret it. This thing that we are regretting now, that we are trying to solve, our forefather did it in the past. Our forefather did it in the past. Some people came, there were 3 state demands. And that time we are in Midwest, though. Because Midwest has already been created. We are not talking of before Midwest was created. We started agitating for our states. We want to go back to Southeast. They say, no, we cannot allow you to cross over to the River Niger and become the Eastern region. You're almost taking over all the land masses. So, and we have other minorities that is in the Eastern region. We have the Bibios, the Anams, the Efik. Yes. It's not in the old Eastern region, it's not all complete Igbos. The Jaws are there. The Jaws in Bayelsa and Rivers are there. Those ones that fought to form Niger Delta Republic. Yes. The Efik, which is the Cross River and Akwa Ibom people, they were there before now. So it's not everybody in the Eastern region that are all Igbos, even in the old Eastern region. But nobody wanted to leave that apart from the Jaws, because the Jaws felt like they have what they want to leave. But our forefathers wanted to leave the Western region and join the Eastern region that year. They say, no, don't leave. Instead, all the minorities in that region should join with you, the Igbos, and form Midwest, which is the Benin today that are shouting that they own the lowland, though. No get voice that year. The Benins, the Ishans, the Shakiris, the Jaws, the Urobos, the Sokos, you know, they form it and give them Midwest. Even inside the Midwest, our forefathers were asking for one to go back to Eastern region. That's the Midwest Igbo. So it wasn't like the Western Igbos. The Midwest Igbo want to join the Eastern region. But people like you fought against it because ordinary balloon, it is in the blood. You keep fighting it. People like you fight it. And when you are doing it, your enemies are clapping for you. They are enjoying it, they are supporting you. We are suffering it today, what your forefathers did, and you want to repeat the same history. Your children will suffer it again. You have opportunity to correct the mistake of the past. But self-hate, functioning in ignorance, embedded in lies and propaganda, it's grabbing you and choking you to death. Because you're an Igbo person. Look at them, those that share boundary with Edo State, that inside Edo State, bearing Edo State, carrying state of origin as Edo State, want to live and join their kings and kin. Telling you who they are. You where they Delta. See, they claim, say you know be Igbo. Who are you then? Your name na Igbo. You now be speaking grammar. My Igbo is different. For the first time, we are seeing Igbo that is different. It's nigger and short, not English word. Are they not meaning the same thing? Is pant and trousers are not the same thing? Are they not meaning the same thing? Because many of you think that pant is the one you wear inside. The Britain call trousers pants. Either vis-a-vis, either America or Britain. But one of the English grammar call trousers pants. One of them call shorts dicker. One of them call yes, of course. When you use two of them, you become tautology. End and the extreme are the same thing. Either you say extreme or you say end. Are they not the same English? The fact that your dialect is different from that of Igbo, are they not the same Igbo? English na your mate. If they tell you say you are ignorant, say school no be scam, you go they argue blandly. But now you can see that we are illiterate, even when you have the big fans. And people are clapping for you. Ozo. Awobi. Ndi ba yasina nke madu ja mu ozo ya mu oshi. Ma ko shuzi si obubu ozo ai. Even I full eme, ife mumu. Thank God that the bankers are replying to these guys. And I'm here to show you the evidences. I'm out of here, John.
In Nigeria today, 5 eastern states are known to be Igbo states. But Ndena Sobia is doing everything to make sure that Igbos that are outside the 5 eastern states are also recognized as one. Like Nigeria today, we have about 13 states where we have Igbo indigenous, not just those who travel to do their business. Igbo indigenous are right in 13 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Abia, Ebonyi, Kogi, Benue, Cross River, River State, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo State, and so on and so forth. These are places where you have indigenous Igbos. And what we do as a socio-cultural organization is helping to bring our brothers, Akita Kings, together. And the reason of doing this is that once a time we were called dots. But we're trying to let people know is that irrespective of or not minding the political position, how they have grouped Southeast to be a region, only the fact that Igbos are far, even the Igbos are that are outside the Southeast are even more in number than the ones that you see in that 5 eastern states. So what we are doing is to bring every one of us together. And the word Ndena Subia is an identity, you know, to locate and to identify our people.
All right. Are you, in other words, saying that the Ohanes and Igbo, which seems to be another major social cultural group, which is supposed to be the umbrella for the Southeasterners, is not doing a good job? Let me now ask Chukwemeka Kogolo.
Thank you very much for that.
Because it's like you people are rubbing it to their face and telling them you guys are not doing a good job.
No. Eke lolo eke.
So, because Ohanes and Igbo is also struggling for all these things you just mentioned.
Yeah, by the constitution of Ohanes and Igbo, they are only covering 7 states as of now, which is the 5 eastern states and Delta and Rivers. If you can see, the president Ohanes, the president is from River State. But Ohanes have not penetrated to Kogi, to Benue. They have not, they have not penetrated to Isobo in Cross River. They have not penetrated to Bayelsa. They have not penetrated to Akwa Ibom. So we in the Nasobia, they have not penetrated those states.
Okay.
So we in the Nasobia are doing...
There are indigenous Igbos in those states.
Yes, indigenous Igbo, the Igbanke communities, the Echo, the rules. I'm speaking based on facts, not they say.
All right.
Personally, I have traveled to 774 local government of this country for 7 good years. Okay. So I have a typical experience of how Nigeria looks like by experience. So we know that Igbos are located in this place. I'm from Delta State, on Chubo precisely. So if I tell you I'm an Igbo person, but I'm Delta, people first of all say Nanda Burundi Igbo, they are not Igbo per se. So what Ndendera Subia is doing physically is to make sure that these people who are Igbos are recognized beyond state origin. Because state origin makes people think that Igbos are not in those places. Okay. So that's what we are doing. We are not robbing it to the Ohanese. Actually, we are partnering with them because Ohanese knows about us.
They know about
they know about this organization. So we are not trying to rob them. However, we are trying to enhance or help them.
Whatever they are doing.
Yes, become effective.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Magnus Osai, Chukwemeka just said that Ohanes have not penetrated into the other states where you have indigenous Igbos flourishing. The problem I think we may have is that there are some of these people that don't even want to become noticed as indigenous Igbos. Better tell this to Nyesom Wike. He has once said that he's not an Igbo man. Nyesom Wike.
Yeah.
When his senior brother is saying that he's an Igbo man, Nyesom Wike in particular is saying he's not an Igbo man. He's from the Ikwere side of Port Harcourt, Obiakpon local government area. And I mean, all these things sound like Igbo to me. Doesn't sound like that to him. There are a lot of people like that who do not want to identify with any platform that wants to get the Igbos collected. Is that not a challenge for this organization?
That's a challenge, though. That is the major reason why we in the Nasobia Social Cultural Organization came together to make our people understand that they are Igbo people. You know, so many of them were born into, let me say, identity crisis. You know, because in the past, we were separated through state creation. And in Delta States, known as, like in Delta States, we have a region called Anyama, the Anyama people. So many of them, they speak Igbo language. Anyama people speak Igbo, but they feel that they are not part of the Southeast. They feel that only the Southeast are called Igbo people. Why they are not Igbo, they are known as Okwane, Eka, Enuane, and all that. So we are trying to make them understand that we all are Igbos. You can't be bearing Amechi, Chukwemeka, and you are saying you are not Igbo. Just like Nyesom Wike, I believe he's just doing that for politics. But with time, like Ikwere people now, so many of them identify as Igbo people. Like the president of Ohanes and Igbo currently is from Ikwere. So we are using this Indian Social Cultural Organization to bring the entire Igbo people as one unit.
All right. Let me come back to the president, Onyonwe Madu. It's one thing identifying where the Igbos are. Another thing is, are you taking them away from, just like the Israelites, gathered from all the places of the world and they came to where they are now? Is that the plan?
No, okay. What we are, there are, based on what the question you asked Kogolo, there's something I want to clear them before coming to my own. We are not rubbing anything on the face of Ndio Hanes and Igbo. We are only complementing their efforts already because they have been on ground doing the one they are doing. We are not pushing their work aside, rather we are complementing their existing efforts. That is on that side. Secondly, Ndi Nasobia Social Cultural Organization, our work is to bring in the Igbo together. Let us have this sense of oneness. For the past, let me say, few decades, we have been divided through politics. When you look at, there are some issues people are shying away from. When Gowon said he want to create core states, is a language of division. When after the Civil War was over, there are some policies that actually push some of our people from saying Abu Monibo, because when Awolowo made a policy that if you are from this end, that maybe after whatever you have in your account, that this is what will be allotted to you. A lot of people doesn't want to lose what they have. By doing so, they decided to deny who they are. Now, one of the reasons why we are calling for Igbo unity is this. As far as Nigerian politics is concerned, every region or every people need to be well organized so that their population can count in central politics. But today, what makes the North what they are today is not because North are the most intelligent people. The reason why is because that region has been able to put themselves together to always speak one voice when it comes to anything that has to do with national issues. So Igbo, we have been divided against our stand, and that is why today our political strength or voice is very tiny. So what we are doing now is to bring Igbo together so that we can amplify our voice more than what it is today, in terms of politics, in terms of governance, because we need that population. And that is why, if you will permit me to go further, why are we clamoring or supporting the bill for the creation of an Anioma state. The reason is this: Delta North as a whole, they are known to be Igbo speaking. I'm from Akuma Moja. Now, in a North local government area of Delta State. So in our place, sometimes we are being called Delta Igbo. And they don't even put IGBO, they make it IBO, Delta Igbo, because they want it to look different. And when you look at the community or the traditional value, the cultural value, behavioral listener, you discover that we are nothing but Igbos. And some of the things that we inherited from our forefathers, these are things that shows or stand as a picture that we are one. Now, if that Anioma is created, Delta North as a whole,
the bill has passed second reading.
Yes, it's gone through the public hearing and all that. So we are waiting for the committee to submit their findings so that the final touch will be made. And hopefully we believe Anioma is coming.
Is everybody in Anioma state or those who are supposed to be in Anioma state on the same page on this?
Yeah, everybody in Anioma is on the same page on this. Those who are against it are against it because of their political stand and what they stand to get politically. Okay. We know that majority of people that are fighting Anioma State not being zoned to Southeast or whatever is because they don't want to leave that word, Niger Delta. The Niger Delta they are clamoring for is nothing but NDDC. They are still clinching to that resource that come to them. So they are thinking, so if we are zoned out of the Niger Delta now, so we lose the 30%. Yes. But not knowing that even that Anioma, Imo State enjoys that part of it, yeah, because they are also oil producing state. Anioma is also has an oil, we have Kwale and all that, so we can as well be part of that Niger Delta because by the virtue of being one of the most oil producing states.
When you say Kwale, I'm like, do they also? Are they indigenous?
They are indigenous. Okwane, you don't know the word.
Okwane sounds more like.
Yeah, Kwale is phonetic. It's a way of making the name look very sexy. Kwale. But the real word is Okwane. Okwane.
All right.
So when using that word Kwale, your name is Chukweku or Chukwu. You abbreviate it to be Chu.
Right.
Now, sounding Chinese. Chu. You know,
that's the short form of my name. My name is actually Chukwu. All right.
So, like in conclusion, what we are doing is that to make sure that we have that sense of belonging in politics, in governance, and all that. This is why we are doing that. And in the Nasubia Sociocultural Organization, why we were already starting our organization, we took signatory from Igbos in Edo State, Kogi, Benue, Cross River, Anambra, all the states where we have indigenous. So the board that constitutes this organization is cut across the whole state that speaks Igbo, both in River State. Now you talk about the denial of Amechi or what is it called, Wike, not accepting to be, all these things are political. And when Amechi said he's not an Igbo, remember, Amechi has been part of Ohanes and Igbo for a very long time. If he come out now and said he's not an Igbo...
Did Amechi ever deny? Amechi never denied.
No, there is a word. No, Amechi made a statement last 3 weeks recently, but I am made to understand that he is seeking to be given a ticket to run as a president. Everybody knows that word Igbo has a lot of things that is against it systematically. Thank you.
Let me come to Chukwemeka. Now we know at least there are indigenous Igbos all over the country in more than 7 states like the Ohanese had recognized.
Yes.
You people have recognized 13 of them. And you people are championing the creation of Anioma State, which is a good one for equity and proper distribution of not just the wealth of Nigeria, but of course for
justice purpose.
For justice to be done. There are some other people that might also clamor for more states if this continues, because we are neighboring, we have neighbors from states like Kogi, Benue State, and so on. Wouldn't you be setting up something that we may not be able to control? You find out people also clamoring for even smaller states that don't have the status of a proper state in terms of what the Constitution says in Nigeria.
Okay. Actually, what you are saying is actually true, because and yet some people, one step, they want to take 2 steps. Yeah, of course. But the truth is that there's an imbalance in the geopolitical zone of this country, which has made Igbo.
So after Anioma State, you people are okay. We'll now have
It's
six
not
states
just
from
we
the
people,
southeast.
everybody should be okay, because now, as of today, the sixth political zone has six states, apart from Northwest that has seven. But the Igbos have 5. So there should be a balance. We can't be clamoring for one Nigeria when some people are being cheated. Let me give you an example. If they bring a project that will be done by political zone in the House of Assembly, and they say those that are in support of Southeast should stand up, it's only 15 senators that will stand up.
Okay.
Automatically they have lost, because other people have 6 states having 18 senators.
Exactly.
Do you understand me? So let us first of all balance the equation and see how it goes from there. That is the essence of clamoring for a 6 state for the Igbos. We are not clamoring for it because we and Nyama want to be a state on our own. First of all, we want Igbos to have a state. But at the same time, we want the Igbos to become more stronger by having a state outside the southeast. Because it's possible to come to Igbo land and divide, cut Anambra and give them one state. But it doesn't make sense. Nobody becomes rich by minusing.
All right.
Everybody becomes rich by addition.
Let me just hold that thought, because even while we struggle for Anioma State, there are some other states that are being, agitated for within the southeast. If we have Anioma, and then there's another one coming up, let's say Aba State. There's so many, about 5 more.
Yes, and in state,
will the federal government listen to the southeast for more?
No. That is the word greedy.
No, but don't you think those who are agitating for some of these states within the southeast now would probably oppose the creation of Anioma State?
Definitely, there's going to be an opposition. If there's no opposition, it doesn't make a good political sense.
Okay.
So there must be a fact or a reason why some people will drop their agitation to support Anioma State. Like I said, nobody becomes rich by minors. Okay. If Igbo truly want to be rich, Igbo they should not minus themselves, divide themselves to become 6 states. They should add to themselves to become 6 states. That is how to become richer.
Okay.
Both in landmass, economically, politically, and population.
Okay. Very quickly to Magnus Osai. We know that in the history of this country, our political history has recorded that the only times states were able to be created was during the military rule. It has never happened during the civil. So, yes, it might be at the committee stage, but it's going to be tough when the debates will start. How many people would push for this, knowing that the Southeasterners are less in number, even at the National Assembly? Magnus.
Like in Nigeria,
have you people lobbied the other geopolitical zones to support? Because you can't do this alone.
Yes, we have.
If it's put up as voice votes, the Southeast will lose.
We have.
So many people are saying that states cannot be created by a civilian. They always say that states in Nigeria are only created by military rule, but it's not true. We are no longer in military rule. You understand? So the Constitution of Nigeria allows for the creation of states and boundary adjustments. And Senator Ned Nwoko have done everything necessary in a legal means to make sure that Anioma State is being actualized.
Is he canvassing and doing all the horse trading that is required to do this, to get some other geopolitical zones on his side? It's not just by talking alone.
Yeah.
Because eventually this might come down to voice votes.
Yes, as we are talking now.
Those who are in favor say aye, those who are not in favor say nay. And we know how it is. 85.
Yes.
No, as of
at the red checker.
Before we went for the public hearing,
yes.
85 senators already stand for Anioma State creation.
Okay. Okay, now let me come back to you, President. We know how much the Ohanes and Igbo has been criticized for not clearly cutting out its coat to become political. You know the Afenifere, how political they can be. You know the Arewa, how political they can be, but still they are all social cultural. Are you eventually going to metamorphose into another political platform, maybe in future? Because already you're talking politics, you're talking the creation of state, which is politics.
Let me say this. Whether you accept it or believe it or not, every socio-cultural organization representing the people is of the purpose of governance, is of the purpose of bringing economic stability to the other people and
so you
benefit.
can't run away from politics.
You can't run away from politics, because if anything is happening within your region, it is this same socio-cultural organization that will be the voice of the people. You stand to defend the people and you stand to work for the good and the benefit of the people. So when you say political, we are saying here in essence is that as an organization, anybody within Indian socio-cultural organization states that are out for a political office. Let's say Anambra will have one, Delta will have one, all of us are Southeasterners. What we need to do is that we're not going to take side on any of the two because they are our own. What we do is that we have a way of bringing them together to see need to follow whichever step that is going to be to our own what benefit. And again, as far as what we are saying is concerned, we are not in politics but we are here to redirect whatsoever this thing that is not going on well for us. So we are a voice. So we can't shy away from the politics. In as much as we are not political.
Okay. So you have to tell me what is happening at well, I wouldn't mention the venue. Okay. It's going to happen in Delta State, Jace Dal Hotel and Suites, Okpanam, Delta State.
Yes.
You're calling up all the Igbos, Obako Igbo, Zari Igbo.
Zari Igbo.
Oruna Ndida.
Yes.
Okay. It's happening on the 29th to the 30th of August 2025. Tell us more about this.
All right. What is happening is that come 29th through 30th of August, this number, these 2 days is very symbolic and spiritual, because we have been clamoring for the unity of Igbo for over 9 years now, close to 9 years. Now the conference that is coming on this day, these 2 days, is going to have Igbos in Benue, just like we said, all the 13 states assembled, both our kings, our fathers, and other way to do in the society. What are we coming to do? To discuss our oneness. What are we coming to do? To say sorry to whosoever that have been wrong in the time past, maybe one thing or the other led to you denying your identity or denying where you are from. These are things we are coming to discuss. Who look for his brother trouble? This is what you have done to me that made me to say we are no more brother. We are going to be ironing them out, and we are going to be saying sorry to one another on that day. The wound that we've nurtured for over 6 decades, over 60 to 70 years, we get healed on this particular conference.
All right.
Yeah.
Chukwuemeka, you said you don't have any problem with your Hanes and Igbo.
No.
What about the indigenous people of Biafra? How do they see this organization? Have you gone to reach out to them to know whether they are in tandem on the same page with all these aspirations?
This is the second time I'm seeing this kind of question.
You will see it often, because you cannot create something like this and neglect the indigenous people of Biafra, even though they are
they are my biggest fans, if I should say so. If I should open my social media handle, my biggest fans are the IPOB and the Biafra agitators. So there's no issue here, in the sense like I said initially, everybody knows his work. Our own mission is to make sure that everybody identifies as Igbo. That is the primary mission here. Be Igbo boldly and firmly, publicly and secretly. Because where I came from, I know there are some people in my own family today that are saying they're not Igbo. But I know Igbo. I know Igbo. I know tribal mark in Igbo. You want to go? we understand the politics behind it. Even the Biafra you said is part of the reason why some people are denying.
Go ahead.
But Amanjimbabu Yalogo, we must all agree that we are Igbos, first in first, before any other thing. Before the coming of Nigeria to become an independent state, before the coming of the Eastern region, before the coming of the Midwest, degraded, before the coming of anything, we are first Igbo, like Chimamanda said in one of his books. I'm first Igbo before the coming of the colonial. So the Biafra is not a stopping stone, or is not a blockage to what we are doing. They are even in support, knowing fully that those our brothers that have denied their identity are beginning to recognize truly their Igbo and they're embracing it.
Okay. This is Issues, a very special episode. We are looking at these new organizations. Not really new, but the first time they're coming to Blaze 91.5 FM. They call themselves, let me get it right, Ndina Sobia. That is, it's like calling out to all those who understand and speak Igbo wherever you are in this country, trying to unite them, trying to tell them that they are one, trying to say, come, let's reason together. And they have something that's going to happen on the 29th till the 30th of August, all right?
Yes, of course.
All right, at
Jesda Hotel.
Jesda Hotel and Suites, Okpanam, Delta State. For the creation of Anyoma State first, that is the first goal they have to accomplish. Then others will follow. We don't know much that would follow, but of course, in galvanizing those who speak Bia as Igbos to the southeast, they said they are in tandem with the Ohanes and Igbo, which already has organized and recognized 7 states of the Federation for those who speak Bia. But they have recognized 13. That is 8 more.
8 more
added to it. Are they going to metamorphose into a political group? We are not sure. Are they also in tandem with the prescribed indigenous people of Biafra? We're not too sure. But they say they seem to be on the same page. Igbos, hear them out. We're going to open up the lines now. You can call and ask them questions if you want. Probably encourage them if you want. And get some clarity. These are the numbers you can call. 0708 888-3758, 0705-359-8111, or 0701-9000-915. Send us your SMSs to 0708-888-3758, or your WhatsApp messages to 08170-404040. We'll have our first caller here. That's our last caller right there, asking for 2 options in your demand, asking that you make sure that Anyoma State doesn't stay with the South-South. It's carved out of the South-South and put into the Southeast. Is that part of the plan too?
What is actually the plan, and it is the reason why creating this new state. The reason why that, there is an existing injustice by region, and Tinubu, the present president, want to solve that issue of regional injustice by some region having 6 and some having 7 states.
I hope you heard one of the callers. Kano State is asking for.
No, let me not only Kano. Wait, hold on. Not even only Kano.
Because that's Northwest. They have 7 now.
Not only
that will make it 8 states.
Not only. Not. There are other regions that are still asking for states. But the truth is that there is a purpose and a reason for calling up constitutional review on this particular state creation. The reason is to actually balance this equation, injustice. Of South is being the only 5 states to be a region. So Anyoma State automatically is a Southeast state, Ndi Igbo state. When I mean Ndi Igbo, not in the Hausa, not in the Yoruba, Anyoma State is an Ndi Igbo state. So have it and settle that cause.
All right. Well, we seem to be running out of time and we must end this program. Quite interesting because I've never been able to talk to people agitating for state inclusion and justice at the same time. All right. What is the people of Igbo origins, those that are in diaspora, what are they saying about this?
Okay.
This is all of you have to answer this. One after the other. Let's start with you, Magnus.
Okay.
What those outside this country who belong to this region, what are they saying? Are they also rendering their support?
Yeah, they are all supporting what we are doing, both on social media, because we have been seeing so many of them showing their support. Yeah, they are supporting massively because so many of them want to come back home, and so many of them are in Anioma. And during our last press conference at Asaba, so many of them showed their support. Even this upcoming conference, so many of our people outside diaspora, they are doing everything possible. Some are even coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Ndị na-asụ bịa patrons, almost all of them are staying abroad.
Okay.
I'm not talking of those who travel or for occasion. I mean, people who have been living there, reside, some having citizenship as foreigners there. But I'm telling you wholeheartedly that those in abroad, Igbos in diaspora, are fully in support. We are supposed to be in what do they call it? Igbo baptism that's supposed to happen in Virginia this year, but because of issues not beyond their circumstances. So, but I'm telling you, they are supporting full time in physical, morally, financially. They are in full support.
All right, President, talk about these conglomeration happening on the 29th and 30th.
Well,
very quickly.
Quickly, and to actually speak little on what the answer they give, Ndi Igbo generally are in support of what we are doing. When I mean Ndi Igbo, any man, any woman you see today that is full-blooded Igbo is in support of Ndena Sobia Social Cultural Organization.
Right.
Those in diaspora, those in Nigeria, they are all in support. The upcoming conference that will be held at Jesda's Hotel, their conference space at 29 to 30 August, we host people coming from US, people coming from Asia, people coming from South Africa, Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, which your station will be there.
Go now. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Special episode of Issues at